not the first time that I ever got banked, but one of the first times that I got banked in a time other than any other time. It was the worst because it was so many, back. I'm gonna give y'all the backdrop though. So the backstory to all of this shit is, you know, uh, I had a couple homeboys, you feel me? Not a couple, I had more than a few. My brother had a couple, yeah, man. And, we hung around two different type people. I hung around the dudes that was really getting it in. And, he pretty much hung around the dudes that was, I'ma say, probably getting took off by the dudes I hung with. You feel me? That's just how it was. So my older brother, he'll vouch for this story too. I'm gonna have him on this on here one day too, for real, to break down everything. So this is a situation that happened back when I was about 14 at the time. Um, I done had my fair share of fights. I already knew I had the hands. Didn't practice for, didn't have to try to do this, do that. I just knew I had hands. I beat people that was 2 times bigger than me. So I already knew I had that. So this particular story is my brother, he had a homeboy. And I'll put his name out there on this one because I don't really care. His homeboy name was Chaz. Yeah, man. Name was Chaz. And dude, you feel what I'm saying? He was cool. Like, we used to go up and chill with him, you feel me? Because I hung out with nothing but older niggas anyway, for real. So he was a cool dude, like, wasn't confrontational or nothing like that. But yet he was messing with a chick that was younger than yo. He was messing with a chick that was a minor. Damn, that nigga was about 13 and Shorty was about, yeah, that chick was about 13 at the time. And he was like 17 for real. So already red flags, but that was a whole different situation, different story. So I go out one night, I'm chilling with my peoples or whatever and shit. Yeah, man, go over. We had a homeboy named Jazz. And Jazz, if you watching or if you get to see this, shout out to you. Shout out to the whole DSB. Um, yeah, man. So I goes over to Jazz crib where we used to go there. We'd smoke, drink, play the video games back then and all of that bullshit. So I see it's so crazy how this thing happened for real. We went for 1 minute just chilling for real, you know, and it was nighttime at the time. Yeah, man. So we all in our own lane. We vibing pretty much for real. And my two homeboys, they come back. Rest in peace, Cheeks. Yeah, man. And Matt, they come through for real. Still my brothers to the day I die. And they drunk, they just came from a party or something like that because they turned up or whatever. So my brother homeboy, Chaz, he's in the girl house that I told you that was young as I don't know what for real. Um, he in her crib right across the parking lot. It was townhouses, so they right across the parking lot. So bet he comes out I don't know what he want. I think he wanted my brother at the time to come out and see my brother. Chaz wanted to holler at my brother about something. I don't know. But I'm like, all right, no. Everything was still cool. It was ordinary. So when Chaz got up there, my two homeboys that just came back from getting lit, they beat his ass on sight. They beat Chaz the fuck up. And I'm right there. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at my brother like, it's your hoe. You feel me? Like, what you gonna do? I don't know. Like, I ain't finna break up nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And so they go ahead digging in this, hitting them with all type, but yeah, you feel me? Wind up flipping that dude, throwing them in the bushes, all of that shit. So, needless to say, this dude needed some medical attention after that. You feel what I'm saying? So he leaves, you know, my homies, we all still chilling or whatever, you know, and we just left that like pretty much like it was like a regular day for real. Yeah, man, regular night, I should say. You know, shit happened. We ain't tripping. It is what it is. The next day was what became, you know, a big situation. You feel what I'm saying? So the next day, we still out, like I said, we chilling every day. We on the games. Me, not so much because I don't do the game shit, but smoking or drinking and shit like that. You know, and remind you at this time I was still only like 14. I was really like 14. So you know, I guess the dude Chaz had talked to my brother, you know, like I said, they was really tight. Like me and Chaz, I'd be up there, but I ain't never really kick it with y'all. So he went and talked to my brother, was like, yeah, like it was like he gonna get people up here or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I don't know, shit. I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, shit, ain't really got shit to do with me for real. That's gonna be my homies' beef. But if they bring too many people, then I'm gonna fight anyway because that's my people. So that's kind of how everything sparked off too. So back in there chilling, smoking, drinking, cooling and shit with the homies and shit. We all chilling, we all laid back and shit for real. Never could forget this night, yo. Even though I was 14 for real, I'll never forget this shit. We in the house, you know, laid back, like I said again. Get a knock at the door. So Jazz, which is the Jazz house that we all went over. Jazz go ahead. He opens up the door. It's two dudes there. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? Two dudes that we don't know. And so I'm going to the door already to see what's up for real. The dude, he did that to a nigga. Like when you got somebody like literally grabbing you, that's what yo did. Yo grabbed me out the house. Grown men out there, bitch. I told you, I was only 14. Mike had the size of a man at that time, but I wasn't. I wasn't a man. You feel me? Grabbed me out the house. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to, soon as I'm like, all right, I had to take a second to figure out what was happening. I'm like, hold up, all right, I got my composure. I'm about to knock both of these niggas out. Soon as I get out there, though, I put this on everything I love, man. It's about 20 to 25 people surrounding me right now. 20 to 25. And if you know Baltimore, then you know Park Heights. And they supposed to be Park Heights, you know. supposed to be the A Squad. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I'm out there. I see Chaz. Remind you at this time that my brother and yo, they still cool. Even me and Chaz, we still somewhat cool for real. My peoples might have did that, but I ain't had shit to do with it. Like, I ain't telling dudes to do that or nothing like that. So, yeah, man, this is what happened for real. One of the main dudes, I guess, that was really like, yeah, we about to get this shit. We about to get to put that work in type shit, right? This nigga rocked me. Right out, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga stole the shit out of me. First one to put real hands on my face. And I see the dude Chaz, which is my brother homeboy, that got banked by my people. He like, no, he telling his people like, no, and that ain't for him. It took me 1 second, yo. And I'm like, yo, do I just sit here and take that because he's saying no, not him? Or do I just wild the fuck out? And y'all can guess what I did. Soon as he fucking hit me, dropped his ass. Just like that. I can't make this up. Yeah, man. I got too many witnesses, yo. You'll see. So at the time, and like I said, it was about 6 of us in a house. It was about 6 of us. 6 to probably about 8, but I think it was really like 6 though. 6 of us in the house for real. So now you got the dude that came to the door, Jazz, which it was his crib. You got me out there. So you got about 4 people or 5 people in there, and one is my brother. So when dude punched me, like I said, I went ahead, dropped him. It ain't no my bad. After you hit a nigga in his face, you ain't about to say no fucking my bad. Bitch, I want to kill you for real. And now we got it's like a whole, because the dudes that's still in, all of my homies that's still in the house, they coming out. The dudes are still outside for real. That's now trying to bank me because I done popped this dude for popping me and dropping him. Now, you know, it's like everybody is fighting now. You feel me? It's all out. You feel me? I promise you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do this story again, but I'm literally going to get the people that was in that fight with me because thank God they still my homies to this day and they was handling business, yo. So shout out, yo, to Tubbs. Shout out to all of my niggas, yo, that was out there bitch with me. So I'm out. Shout out to Tater. Definitely shout out to Tater, yo. Tavon, yo, salute. If you ever see this, yo came through, yo. He came through when it was getting bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Mook, shout out to Mook. This nigga a whole other nigga. Like, he, for some reason, niggas wanted to beat his ass the worst. Like, he had like 10 dudes on him. I probably had like 3-4 niggas on me for real. Yeah, man, but you know what? Through the whole mess, it was a grown dude. He stepped up. And shit. We on like a little slanted hill type shit. He grown. He get up to me and shit. He trying to do that shit because I'm trying to look out for Mook right now. So I had got up, you know, from the 3 dudes trying to jump me. So I went, go ahead, see what's up with Mook. So the dude run up, yo. I look behind me right quick, yo. Knock this nigga out. Knocked him out. Yo went all the way down the hill with shit. So I'm trying to get dumb, and now more niggas keep coming, you know, trying to get me and all of that for real. That process took a minute. Then you hear boom, boom, boom. Like, all right, somebody shooting out this bitch then. It ain't even one of them. It ain't even one of our people. It's one of the neighbors that live next door. Got the gun outside the window. They flash, I mean, busting off like I'm gonna call the police. You don't stop, da 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 da. So they left. See, in the process of doing all of that, once we was out there fighting, I was looking for a drawer in the kitchen to get a knife because I was going to end somebody's life that night. And at the age of 14, I'm glad it was. And for the reason, that's why I always say God had my back. Because, yo, there's no reason why it wouldn't have been no knife in that goddamn the same. I done been to this homie house, yo, fucking thousands of times down there. Like, that specific time, it wasn't nothing there. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, there's no type of nothing. Like, where the fuck is the knives at? Niggas say, yo, homie took him and shit for real, talking about one of mine and my homeboys. I say, yo, ain't this a bitch? So, all right. So, all right, well, I just said, fuck it, went back out there and started fighting again. Gunshots, they walk off. I go back over there to them. Remind you, yo, it's really only 6 of us, though. I put this on my father, on my kids, on everything. Even though it's 20 to 25 of these niggas. I was the nigga that went back at him. I ain't had enough yet. I wanted to fuck that first nigga up, yo. That the first dude that put his hands on me, I wanted to get that nigga, yo, squared off for real. So I goes ahead, I run over there to get yo and shit while they already running off and shit. And I really do get a chance to get them too. And it's one of my homies, they run up behind me, then the rest of them run up behind us, so we getting it in again. I ain't scared of no gun, fuck all that, nah, man. So, bet at that time, everything after we fought twice, yeah, I mean, and it probably lasted a good like 15 to 20 minutes. So they finally left. We knew where he was sleeping. We knew where his house was. Now, I ain't gonna say too much, but we went down there. We sent a little message or whatever to get them to come back because now we got the ratchets. And now I'm definitely about to be one that pop them. They moved. They moved. They moved they moved away from the whole shit. The dudes never came back. They wasn't with it. All I'm gonna say is this, yo. If you living in a real life situation, for one, you can't be no punk about it. You can't, yeah, man. I don't care how many people it is. You just gotta be, man. Yo, sometimes my heart get me effed up in a lot of effed up situations, you know, like, but I'm not finna lose regardless though, you know. So more to the story is, you know, as far as kids, because I was a kid pretty much. I was only 14, like I said, and it was grown men that I was fighting and shit. It was some kids out there my age, but it was the men that I literally knocked out. Just when you're a kid, for real, just if you are a kid, make sure, yo, you doing the right things. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, you can have friends, and my friends, we still friends to the day. So it's nothing to do with that. But it's like, if you're not about that drama, like, because that's how Jazz was, he just stayed out. the way. And I remember his father, remind you, I said that was his house, Jazz, you know, my homemade. That's his house for real. So his father actually came back. I'll never forget that. And I almost left that out. His father came back and was like, so you let these niggas come in the house, da da da. Like, he was about to get fucked up just for that. But yeah, y'all gotta learn how to defend yourself, you feel me? And when words come to words, I mean, you know what to do. And I would say not to say that I can't say, but as far as names, I'm not gonna put the rest of the names out because the ones that I did mention, they know what's up. And you know, if dang. If your family gotta stick together when it comes to it. You know what I mean? Period. Family gotta stick together when it comes to it. You feel me? And kids stay in school, yo. Don't go to jail, don't go to prison, yo. It ain't the way to go. Trust me, you don't. If you like women, you don't want being there with a bunch of niggas. If you like dudes, you still ain't gonna want to get raped by a bunch of dudes. If you know you just a chill type, you don't and want to eat and drink and all of that, you don't want to get held up with a shank to your neck telling you drop the commissary, give me all of your yo, that happens on a day-to-day, and I'm just letting you know because I done seen it, G. So believe it or not, but anyway, love, blessings, Young Savage, you know, Sav Trail.